Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and we're back on the Lobster boat. Let's go. It's not Monday, so I can't say that, but I mean, you know, it is what my hero and my idol, Garfield the Cat, says. I love Mondays. Back on the Lobster boat, no whining. But anyways, you know, I've slept off the adventure. Now we're back at it. We're back at it again into the Shiikawa, the world of horror. We need to open up our third eye, which is a little bit annoying. So we're gonna play Kairi to kind of encourage that to happen. If we get third eye, we'll go for it, brother. But no promises. If you know, just in case. And I didn't really articulate it very well in the last video because I was freaking dead, dude. But, you know, sometimes you get a tired web episode, and that's just, like, something that happens. But thank you, Horg Japan, for making the mod. I really appreciate it. I really like it, too. It's very funny. And I do love all the little, like, the little nods, the references. It's very good. And we have it activated right now. So if we go to the village a bunch, hopefully we can find it. But let's see, dexterity, charisma, knowledge, second mystery, strength. So everything's a stat check. It's all stat checks, always has been. I'm kind of interested in potentially getting like 7 charisma and then having like our boy, the random people in the schoolyard. I guess that could also apply to our girl as well, our boy and our girl. It could apply, probably won't, but I'm thinking about 7 charisma, and then who wouldn't want to hang out with someone that looks someone like this? Who wouldn't want to hang out with a sheet ghost? You'd be crazy not to. But 7 charisma, and then hopefully we get allies who boost our stats, because I don't think that we'll be able to very easily get through this, like all the lighthouse checks, because we gotta put 3 points into strength, 2 points into charisma, or optionally 1 point and 1 perk, and optionally 1 perk or 1 point for dexterity. So, Fear Festival, that promotes Emmerdales and happy vibes. But what we also have is, I think we should probably go for Freaky Feature just immediately. Because it's pretty nice to just get, like, out-of-town mysteries done and dusted as quickly as possible. So, the seaside is doomed, which is probably like one of the best locations to be doomed in the game, because, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's probably the most rare area to go. And now we do have to go to the mansion twice. The mansion is dangerous, which is a bummer, because that means that if we, like, fail something, then we get instant yeeted by, like, -2s or -3s or something like that. But we should be relatively fine. So Freaky Feature, you know, it's interesting, but it's also kind of not. Let me in. Let me in. No. Sure, why not? Well, we'll do this. How are we? Oh yes, the witch's tree, of course. Getting some help from the lady near the creepy tree. That's a traumatic experience for the ghost. But we will take her home, and the police will correct it and get back to the and get the kid back to their parents as soon as they can. But anyways, what we've got going on, like, the run's pretty standard so far. Oh my god, let's go. Emmerdale moment. Now this is something, we'll switch back to Ripper in a moment, but if you, I don't exactly know how it works, because it happened with my with my stupid Garfield mods that I made for the April 1st video, is that when you put a picture in, it will not work on things that aren't standard. And by not work, I mean it just won't look right. So we'll switch over to standard here, no problem.
Oh, sorry.
Says a posh British man.
Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared.
What? Who said that? And what's Emmerdale? The man doesn't respond. So, I've already tested this mod out fully, and the left one's a perception check and the right one's a knowledge check. Both are incredibly good if you succeed, but also very bad if you fail. So, I mean, we gotta go to respond to the man because that's a knowledge check. Holy crap, we rolled a 9 exactly. Thank you, Seal of Bramil, very cool. After a moment, Emmerdale spoilers, by the way, in 3, 2, 1. After a moment, you furrow your brow and exclaim, Kim faking her death made no sense, fans expected better. Suddenly, another disembodied voice responds, let's go! And you find yourself confused yet content. Plus 15 EXP, plus 3 reason. Like I said, absolutely incredible. But if you fail it, it's like plus doom, like minus 3 reasons. So you really don't want to fail that. And we almost did, just so you know. But you love to see it, you really do. We'll switch back to Ripper now before I forget, because we're kind of doing that thing where we started with caution and we're working our way back. We're getting there. Ripper's just around the corner. Ah, Monolith, no! There we go. Okay, we're back on Ripper. To be honest, that's a little easier on the eyes than just the bright white, but maybe I'm biased because I like the color. So obviously, this is not good. This is not bingo. This is the exact opposite of both of those things. So I think what we'll do is we'll just casually take 2 damage and then hopefully kill him next turn. What we can do, if we're scared about this, is we'll throw the empty bottle, which is a little bit of a bummer, but might I remind you that we have Fear Festival coming up soon. So we can just take care of this, and it's a little bit of a bummer being at 6 stamina, 4 stamina, 6 stamina, sorry. I just kind of intrinsically assume we're gonna fail that because you might as well just think about it like that. We would rather run, mainly because just the right option in general is better, because it's minus, it's just an injury, right? Because the other one, the left option, so if you fail the right option, which is a dexterity check, you get an injury, which is a random injury, which means you're gonna have to spend between 1 to 2 funds. The left option, if you fail it, is a charisma check, by the way. Minus 2 stamina, I think. Minus 2 stamina and hasty aid, which means that you can get injured in combat, and then that would give you a new injury. So it's like, do you want a random injury, or do you want an injury that leads to a random injury and damage, right? Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, and charisma, you usually have less charisma than you do dexterity, and in this case, we literally had more dexterity than charisma, so you always want to go with the dexterity check, almost universally, really, unless you really need the flashlight to win the game. But here's the thing, we've already got a light source from the heavy-duty flashlight, and alternatively, another thing is that we're low on stamina. So with that being said, I mean, we're going to brace for impact, and then we're going to do this, and then she's going to go down to 10, hopefully. Not guaranteed, that was a 98% chance. But what we can do here is, I think we should just be able to... I mean, it's a 98% chance, brother. What's the worst that could happen? Like, come on. I know we're invoking, like, haha comedic timing, but, like, realistically speaking, what is it actually gonna do? Like, it's gonna hit. Like, this isn't XCOM, okay? This isn't XCOM where you have, like, a 99% chance of a hit and you miss 5 shots in a row, right? This ain't it, Chief. Just all these enemies are dealing stamina damage, and I hate it here. So this is a lot more of a chance, right? Like, this is a 85% chance, which we definitely can miss those. I don't want to miss those, but we can. If we miss this one, we throw the hunting rifle, but here what we can do is just desperation, and then prep the strong attack for 12 damage. So that's really nice. We should be able to live. I don't see any reason why we'd die. Because even if we, like, this is a low threat level, so it just makes skill checks harder. So we can still take 2 stamina checks until we die. Although I will be honest with you, it is very much a bummer to just fight, like, 3 stamina enemies in a row, right? Like, come on, brother. Like, that does indeed suck. Roads closed, very bad. Admittedly, quite awful. And this is a situation that kind of sucks, because we literally, like, there is no luck check in the lighthouse, there is no perception check in the lighthouse. We do have to go to the school, we have school scissors. And we're not, I don't think second sight's worth it, because, like, what eldritch enemy are we gonna fight? Gigolo? Question mark? That's about it, right? Yeah? So we'll take art knowledge, because it kind of just makes our life a little bit easier. We're going to Fear Festival, like, literally right now. So I would rather just take a point of strength, to be honest with you. Make our brace for impact better. And then, you know, we got roads closed immediately, which, you know, that sucks, man. But it is what it is. We will take the stamina there, just because we might be able to get an ally. So Fear Festival's our second mystery, which should be pretty easy to remember, because it's just like, what was the common sense thing to do? It was go to Fear Festival. That was the common sense thing to do. And so we'll just go here, clean the blood off of our sheet ghost costume, and then we'll start looking for friends. Yoichi is shaped like a friend. We will take him. Mainly because, like, at worst, we get our money back. I mean, we took art knowledge, we got a bonus to perception, might as well take it. Might as well risk it for the proverbial biscuit here. I mean, like, listen, I'm not gonna say no to that, but I would also like to have money, so Yoichi, get out of here. Get Ryoko in the squad. Very nice, very strong. He's back again. No. We're not gonna... We dismissed Yoichi, we're not gonna hang out with him anymore. Sorry, we're not gonna get the social link go, not today. So we've gone to the forest twice, so now we could either hang out in the village to do the thing, or, like, what ally would realistically, like, win us the game? Like, Iwa. Iwa or another Ryoko. And so we might as well check, right? Kazumi does have a blue option. That's the only thing that Kazumi does, is the blue option. I don't think it's worth it. Like, Kazumi for, like, -3 reason. Like, that's how we have to think about this. But if we get we do have to go to the school, though. So you know what? I'll take Kazumi. Because the blue option that Kazumi has is talking to the receptionist at the school. So perhaps, maybe, getting, like, -3 reason here might save us, like, whatever it is in the future. I'm not entirely sure. So we can do 15 damage right off the bat, which is very nice. But Infested Girl, you know, like, just, Jesus, man. Like, come on. Like, you hate to see this. 3 stamina. Not hate to see Infested Girl particularly, like, nothing against her. I just mean you hate to see the -3 stamina. Like, every enemy that we fought so far has just been a stamina enemy, and it's been very unlucky. Because our stamina's down there, it's low. It's our stamina's getting beat up on, and it's not fun. So, this gets us there, admittedly. Get to do a 95% chance. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. You really don't want to miss that. We didn't miss that, so thank you. I really appreciate it. We are going to get there with our stats, because when you calculate the lighthouse, you don't take Fear Festival into effect, but when you see Fear Festival in Timeline B, and you're going to get +2/+2 on the stats that matter, and then -2 on the stat that doesn't matter, it's like, it is what it is, man. Like, we really do. We're not going to get the, like, I'm pretty sure, oh, boo-hoo, we didn't have that. I think that art knowledge will come in clutch. So if I recall correctly, this is tied to your strength. This is something that we saw the other day, where it was like we had 8 strength and we were doing 5 damage, and then we drank the wine and we were at 7 strength, and so we were doing 4 damage. So we should be doing 4 damage, which is still, like, entirely worth it, because, and I wish we could, like, save this correctly, but it won't save correctly. So this is, we're gonna take 2% Doom, 4%, we're gonna take 6% Doom and get one of the best items in the game, so it's like, you know, I can't complain about that, right? And we don't really have enough health to, like, mess around with, like, bowing or, well, not bowing, but, like, praying and meditating and stuff like that. We just, so store's closed, so we can just take the trade here. And I honestly think, like, from a value perspective, the spiral hoodie and the compass are on, like, sort of the same wavelength, because you have to spend doom to get both. One of them gives you stats and perks and healing. The other just gives you a lot of stats. So it's kind of a trade-off, right? So we do need leadership. And out of these two, I would take leadership 100% of the time, because I don't like Second Sight. Like, I'm thinking about it. Like, Second Sight only works as intended if you're playing as Yashiro and you have the Bronze Crucifix. And the Bronze Crucifix, like, most of the time is not that good, because a lot of ghosts, like Toilet Ghost, just has 50 power for some reason. So, like, you don't need the bonus damage to ghosts, and, like, what Eldritch enemy are you gonna fight? Right? Like, the Horrible Old Man? True Form Akamanto? The Drowner Sponge? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, and the other Eldritch enemies probably aren't that bad. Like, I mean, Hole Ridden Thing's a beast, if I remember correctly. So, we're just gonna we're just gonna get to the lighthouse, man. I think that's what we want. And we're gonna get there on strength and dexterity, so we'll just take a point of reason here to kind of help us buff up a bit. Go ahead and get me started on that Spiral Hood gaming. And this is just incredibly cursed. Like, I don't even know what to say about what you're seeing on your screen right now, but I mean, it is what it is, looking good. 1949 on the goddamn dot. So yeah, we have to go to the school quite a bit, so I'm glad that we took both Kazumi and Art Knowledge. Will Kazumi be useful? I have no idea, but hopefully one of them will be. We can do School Scissors now, that's fine. We're 9-9. We did just level up though, so it's a little bit risky. If we can get through this without throwing the wooden bat, that'd be really nice, because we'd like to discard both the hunting rifle and the wooden bat for the torch. But if we can just get some random item, that'd be good too. Anyways, -1 stamina. It begins. Look for the first aid kit. It never mind. It reverses. It goes in the better direction. So I was thinking about a bunch of, like, stuff, like, for videos, because I really am getting excited. Like, it's true, I haven't taken, like, a quote, day off for the YouTube stuff, but it's not really something you need to take a day off for, if that makes sense. But it's true that I haven't really taken a day off yet, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a backlog, because I have a way now, okay? I have where there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna make a backlog, and there's gonna be, like, maybe 2-3 weeks worth of videos pre-recorded. Maybe that's a little bit ambitious. Maybe just like a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. But there's gonna be like a week or two of videos pre-recorded. And the idea is that I'm gonna take that time to try some new videos out, because I have some ideas for videos that would be really fun to make. So hold on, this gets us there, so can we just do this? Like, no need to take a risk or anything, just kill him? But yeah, no, I have ideas for videos that I want to make, and I'm getting inspired, and I have like a little notepad of all the videos I want to try to do. And I mean, listen, it's me, alright? I'm self-referential enough to know, but that I have all these ideas for videos that I never end up making. But first of all, they're fun to think about, just generally speaking, but I feel like they would be, like, decently fun enough. Like, before I started doing this channel, I would only make a video if I was inspired to do so. It's 3-5, okay, we're good. I would only make a video if I was inspired to do so. And so, that didn't happen very often, and so I'd make a video, like, maybe once a month or something, right? And obviously that's not the way to do it, because you don't really achieve anything until you get that occasional, like, banger that goes, like, semi-viral, you know what I mean? Because we had that before, but, well, I had that before on a different channel, but it's not the kind of content that I want to make, you know? So, okay, so it's clap, 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 bow, clap. Okay, so 4th thing is a bow. Everything else is a clap. I highly doubt we're ever gonna use that information, but we have it just in case. Just in case we need it. But, you know, it's like I would only make a video and I was inspired by it. And this is kind of giving me, like, a little, a different work ethic, if you will. Because now I'm making videos as a habit, and I like that. I do. But it also means that I have a different approach to it now. Which is where I don't do it if, well, I do it in general, right? I don't do it if I'm inspired, and that does have a different vibe to it than it might otherwise have. And there's nothing wrong with that, like, I want to be clear. Yeah, that gets us there, we're good. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing videos as a habit outside of inspiration, but both ways are valid.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault. We're trying to find the fault, and we will correct it as soon as we can and go back to Emmerdale as soon as we can. Until then, we'll play a little... I'm pleased to say we can rejoin Emmerdale.
I apologize for the Emmerdale folks. I wished to go get a glass of water because my mouth was dry, so I decided to go do that. And you know, looking at these perks, they're all awful. We're never going to the forest again, so Outdoorsman doesn't matter. Ghost Connection doesn't matter. Well, I mean, we could get 2 spells. You want to get 2 spells? Second Sight is just so ridiculously hard to justify because it's only good in, like, a fight. And I think we'd rather just get 2 spells for free, you know? Like, it's a little bit bizarre, but I think we'd rather just get 2 spells for free, which might be crazy, but I don't know. Like, I mean, just think about it. Like, what is an Eldritch enemy for 500, Alex? That's not a boss. Because, you know, you can avoid most bosses. Like, is this an Eldritch enemy? Puppet Matron's an Eldritch enemy, I guess. But do I feel like I need something against Puppet Matron? Not really. I mean, we're gonna take 1 damage and we're gonna deal 7? Like, can I complain about that? Is that legal? I don't think it's legal to complain about that, brother. We're gonna take a total of 2 damage in the entire fight? Like, I mean, yeah, if we were not as strong as we are now, then it would be a little bit more difficult now, wouldn't it? But in the current run is the only thing that matters. Do we want to fail this, because I don't want to get -3 reason. I'd rather just get an injury, especially because exposed ribs doesn't really do anything. So, I mean, we'll head on over to the doctor's office. We're doing great on Doom, by the way. I almost cured exposed ribs, which would have just been an absolute tragedy, because I don't care. I really don't care about exposed ribs doing a thing. And so we'll just go ahead and do this before I inevitably forget. But I didn't forget that the second mystery was Fear Festival. Because, I mean, what would be the second mystery? And then everything else is a stat check. Oh, boo-hoo. It's doomed, right? So you have your stamina reason penalties increased, so you don't get healing like that, which is a little bit of a bummer, but at the same time, like, I don't really care. Yeah, this is another beast. This is a beast enemy, and you know how I was complaining about getting stamina enemies earlier? I apologize. I would like to go back to fighting exclusively stamina enemies, if that's okay. Because, you know, that's what we've got at the moment, but we don't even need the desperation here. We got a 100% hit chance. And so we're just vibing. It's an organized fishing trip. We could actually die. No, we can't. We have a spell we can forget. Thank God for that. I'll take an ally for 500, Alex. Oh my God, it's another Ryoko. I almost want to fight the end. I almost want to fight. I almost want to. But I don't think we could win in 2 turns? Is that what it's going to be? Well, actually, you know what? Do you want to do it? Yeah, do you want to do it? Can we Thread of Fate? It's not a human enemy. This is an Eldritch enemy, I'm pretty sure. But with 2 Ryokos, do you think we can do it? Do you think we... Yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's have fun. We have fun here, dude. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. Okay, listen, we'd be doing... I understand we'd be doing 7 damage per attack. I get it. Haha, very funny. So, do we strong attack for 8? I don't know if we do, but might as well, right? Like, that might have been a throw, but here we go. Black goo starts... You know what? I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Don't worry about it. So this is going to do 10. And so we just kill him. We just kill him. He's good. He doesn't cancel our actions, right? Good. We don't fight him very often. So I don't actually know. I don't actually remember what he does. Because the last time we fought him, we just killed him in 2 seconds. But self-therapy, obviously. Okay, yeah, we could have been doing 7 damage per attack instead of 6. Whoa, crazy. Just give me reason. I mean, we're gonna probably want to forget both those, so we'll go up to 4, 6. So you want to go to 4, 6, 8? Yeah. I don't think we need like. We don't really need whatchamacallit. The thing. I just like the train. My train of thought. It left the station before I was even able to comprehend what the train of thought was. Like, I know it was in Station 5, and I know it was departing for 3:30 p.m., but I have no idea I have no idea where that train was bound for, and it's just gone. It's completely not there. We're gonna go kick a janitor's ass. You know, I've been seeing a meme a lot on the internet where it's like average janitor and average PE teacher, and it's like average physical education teacher is a rotund individual, a very rude way of putting it, but it like an out of shape individual as the physical education teacher, and then the janitor is just like the what do they call him, the Chad guy, you know, in all the memes where it's like my opinion right, your opinion wrong, and it's just the saying the gray guy is wrong, but the guy who in all the videos he's like in black and white and he's incredibly muscular, that is the man I am talking about. And so it's just like the average janitor is just absolutely jacked, and then it's like just the you get it. I don't have to explain the meme to you, but I thought it was funny when I saw it, and so I wanted to share it with you. This is a charisma check. Let's go. There's a luck check, actually. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was the fool. By the way, in order to drink the blood of the Forgotten Beast and survive, you need to be playing on Timeline A, which is why we inevitably haven't done the thing yet. We haven't gotten... I think it's Yashiro, right? Does Yagathag's the third eye? It would make sense if Yagathag's the third eye. I wasn't paying attention to what spells we got anyways, so I have no idea if we got second sight at one point or another. It's a dexterity check, we got it. We clutch these. 7 stamina with a decently powerful build. Oh, this is terrifying, dude. You hate to see this. So we can't kill her in 1 turn. But can we kill her in 2? I believe so, because she goes down to 16 here, and then that's pretty easy. So it's a bummer to have to deal with this. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Pump the brakes. Can we just do this? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. So that'd be 14. Oh, no. Yeah? 95% chance, please? Let's go! I was so scared there. We ain't never seen this before. So 2 more. We got 2 more wishes. Curse signs, who cares? And then stamina, who cares? We do not care about any of these things that we have here. Like, listen, we have exposed ribs, which is minus 20% max stamina, and we're at a stamina level where we are fine fighting a boss who's going to be doing minus 4 stamina per turn. So it really does not matter at all. And we don't have anything like paranoia, where it's like we'll lose reason or whatever. So I think we'll be fine. Now, with that being said, we can do, infuriatingly, 18 damage, not 20. Lucky Earrings, go burr. 0 damage. Okay. So here's what we do. We brace for impact, so we only take 1 damage, and then we just hit him. It's a waste, yes. And admittedly, this is a beast enemy, so Second Sight wouldn't do anything, so don't worry about it. Prepare yourself, and here we go. We have a lump of flesh, by the way, so I don't really care about what's gonna happen here. We naturally have a 100% hit chance, which, might I just say, that this is one of the reasons why I think the heavy-duty flashlight is so good, is because near the end of the game, you will have a 100% hit chance. Well, with something like the monkey wrench, you've still got to play around with, you know, hit chances and all that. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but it doesn't really affect us. What did we get again? Cursed signs? Oh, no. This run has been really generous to us. This is a bummer because it goes down to 16. And then we just deal 18 damage to him and we win the game. That's very fun. We got there, and we go back up to 9-9. I think I'm reevaluating Second Sight, actually. Like, I don't remember where I put it on the tier list, but I think it's actually just bad. I might have to do another perk tier list. Oh, no. Because it's like, Second Sight just sucks, dude. It's not good. Because it can only work against bosses and, like, very specific enemies. So it's like, okay, alright, you've got it. And so, yeah, I don't really know what to say. Except, haha, Second Sight go burr. And by that I mean luck go burr, because who cares at this point? We've already defeated the game. I wish you could see your luck stat. Like, I understand why you can't, but when you enable extra information, I think you should be able to see your luck stat. Because it would be nice. Like, I get why certain things are the way that they are, right? Like, paranoia has a listed effect, and then it does something else without telling you, because it's paranoia, right? Like, it's to get you paranoid about the game. That's very clever. And then you have something like, you know, luck, where it's like, it's luck. You know, it's not a quantifiable thing, because it's just how lucky you are. But in this game, it is a quantifiable thing, right? We saw 40 new events. I cannot believe, there's no way. Listen, man, maybe we saw 1 new event, because it was the mod, but there's no way in hell that we saw 40 events, I'm sorry. I don't believe you. My personal favorite event was, the time where we went down to the ITV broadcasting station and got to see an early cut of the Emmerdale episode. That was very fun. But like, I'm just thinking about it, right? And I think that I'm getting a new appreciation for perks. I think healing perks are like the best perks in the game. And then I think attack speed perks are probably like the second best in the game. And then you've probably got, like, stat perks there, situationally for the lighthouse. And then you've got, I should do a weapons tier list. I mean, do you even need to see a weapons tier list to know where I'm going to put every single weapon? It's like the bone saw and the hunting rifle in, like, F tier. And then, you know, you've got, like, everything else in B tier. And then it's just the heavy bonk and the monkey wrench at the top. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It's like you have your god weapons, and then you have your regular weapons, right? So, like, A tier, you've got your heavy-duty flashlight, your monkey wrench. And I was thinking of, like, what dexterity weapon do you put in A tier, but there's literally only 3 of them. And so then you've got your S tier, which is the weapon we don't talk about, the katana. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, cursed scissors as well. So those 3 weapons, it's kind of weird, right? Because when you're thinking of, like, the best, most reliable weapons, not counting Moriko's shotgun, I didn't forget about that, that goes into A tier, but, you know, I'm just thinking, like, when you count your, like, your most reliable weapons, you have the strength weapon, or you have, not your most reliable weapons, that's wrong, but, like, the best weapons for winning the game, right? You've got your monkey wrench for strength, you've got your heavy-duty flashlight for knowledge, and you've got Moriko's GAT, Moriko's neutral special, for perception. And then for dexterity, you have a N/A, right? Because you're not putting the steak... Like, the steak knife is good enough to win, but the steak knife goes into B tier, or, like, C tier or something, right? Like, like, the steak knife is good, don't get me wrong, but... And it is consistent, so maybe it could go to A tier, but it's, like, top of B tier, man. It's, like, the top of B tier with the small candle, right? But you just kind of have, like... Your basic, like, heavy-duty flashlight is the base for A tier, and then for S tier, you have the god weapons, right? Like, the broken weapons, where if you get one of them, you're like, okay, don't have to care about combat at all, I win every fight in the game. And so, I'm just thinking, like, I'm overgeneralizing. Like, I think I could probably... Like, I think a tier list of weapons would be interesting. Obviously, you'd have to wait until October. But I'm thinking, the gears are turning in my head, and I'm thinking, like, yeah, that could actually be pretty good. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. I hope you're all staying safe out there, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye!